Hi guys! Okay, so I've been wanting to make an Outlast video for a while, cause I want to. But I usually do smoke spot videos, but every Outlast trial would be a terrible smoke spot. So I could still rank them, I guess, but anyways, I've been wanting to make a Outlast trial video for a while. And I mean, I thought about keeping it to myself, my fetish for Dr. Easterman. It's really hard to play Outlast Trials on like stream too because he just turns me on like so much. It's hard to keep my composure. But I think on YouTube I'll be able to control myself a little bit. Okay. Yeah, let's see these. How am I wait, I should have come up with a ranking system first. S tier, B, A, B, C, D. Okay. I have all of the voice recordings pulled up to play. Wow, you guys can actually read them and see them.
Good morning. Know that you're special. You're loved. You're worth our effort.
This is good so
You have to
far.
trust that we wouldn't have chosen you if you didn't deserve to be here.
Okay, this is a really good one because calling me special, saying I'm loved, saying I'm worth it, reiterating and making sure that I know that I do deserve this and I was chosen. I'm not just some random person. I'm chosen and I deserve that choice. This is definitely an S tier voice line. This would turn me on. I am. Uh all right.
You have to accept the primacy of the unreal.
This one doesn't really do much for me. It kind of falls into the category of doesn't seem too applicable for the situation. I mean, it's not terrible. It wouldn't throw me off. Like, if, me and Easterman were getting down and dirty and he said this to me, like, I would think that's a bit weird to say, but I would keep going. Wouldn't really ruin anything for me. So I'm gonna say B tier.
There's my little how high.
I think that one's S tier, guys. We didn't even need to talk about that one. I feel like if I start talking about why that one is S tier, this video would be way too long, and he already has so many voice lines. But so, S tier.
Sleep.
Okay, so I feel like if I was somebody who was into, what's the word for it? God, I don't use Twitter, so I don't know the names of all the, or I forget, somnophilia. Yes, right. That's it. So if I was the type of person that was into that, if I wanted to play dead at a necrophilia convention, then that would turn me on. I think I would like that one. So what do I rate it then? C tier? Because I feel like that doesn't apply to a lot of people. Does it? Let me know. Actually, please do not let me know, actually. So I'm going to say C tier. It wouldn't ruin things for me, but it would kind of, I would become a little suspicious of the situation and what is going to happen next.
You're healing.
I wouldn't really understand that one because in this context, um, in the context if we were already doing something, saying you're healing would kind of confuse me, and then also him just saying you're healing on its own doesn't turn me on. So C tier. By the way, D tier is like complete turn off. Like it's that bad.
You're getting stronger.
That's a really good one. Um even in normal context. That's definitely an S tier one. I think I accidentally skipped this one. How do I? Oh, it's because I don't have.
You're growing.
There it is. Thank you for noticing. I am more than of a grower than a shower, so that's kind of making me feel less anxious about that part. So I think this is actually a really good one because it could also be said in like in like a bratty type of way. I'm gonna say, I mean, but the thing is, okay, what I'm thinking is differentiating S tier and A tier. I think S tier is going to be even in a normal situation. I would get thinking. Uh, an A tier is like if me and Easterman are getting down and dirty. If we are, really, really going at it, A tier is like that would really push it further. You know what I mean? So this one I'm gonna place at A tier.
You're getting stronger.
Stuck between A and S, guys. I'm stuck between A and S. I'm gonna say this is an A tier voice line. I don't know why, but that's what's sticking out to me. Mostly because I feel like You're Getting Stronger could be used in like a bunch of different contexts. So I feel like most of the time, if I heard You're Getting Stronger, like 98 or 7% of the time I would hear this line, it would be in a situation to where that one it that wouldn't get my mind jogging. But if me and Easterman were getting at it, then it really would elevate the situation. So A tier for that one.
You are awake. You're inventing the dream.
That would confuse me a bit. I would usually be like, you didn't know, or like you didn't think I was awake before. That's kind of weird. And then I'm inventing the dream. Actually, that last part isn't bad. Actually, C tier for this one. I'm excited for what I see next.
You are safe.
S tier. I think this is a really good one. Um Sorry, in my head I'm changing the rankings. S tier, it doesn't have to be in a normal situation. It would turn me on. It's either that or like it's just peak. It's just like the best thing that could be said. So, S tier. Sorry guys, I feel like I change my ranking all the time for every video. That's okay. Probably because I don't plan stuff out. Just kind of hit record. It's like the same when I play chess. I'm thinking about chess because of Outlast Trials. I just kind of guess what my next move will be. I'm not capable of thinking more than one or two um moves ahead.
I just want you to know that great things are coming. Expect more from me.
I really like that one. I really, really like that one. That's obviously S tier. He's so nice when he's positive.
Oh, the spider in failure consumes its web.
That would really make me stop and think in the situation. And that would obviously, guess not obviously. Some people are a little weird. Um, Almost obviously. This wouldn't get me. Like, this would weird me out in literally any context unless we were specifically talking about spiders, which doesn't happen very often to me. Okay, now this is where we start going from probably some pretty high tier ones down to actually, his degrading voice lines are really good. Any grade could go either way.
Wonderful. Perfect. Beautiful. You are the hope for a better tomorrow.
The way the inflections and shakiness and the breathiness in some of his voice lines just it's it's amazing. This the end, the "you are hope for better tomorrow," in the back of my head, I would be a little confused if he threw this out in the moment. But the first part alone is amazing. I'm really stuck between A and S tier. I guess A tier. A tier because if it didn't have that last part, it would be perfect. But the last part just kind of throws something off a little bit. It doesn't ruin it. It doesn't honestly make it bad. But the fact that my train of thought would be interrupted.
Perfection. Tomorrow's wars will be endless and quiet, and we will win them with silent weapons like you.
I think this is going to be our first D tier, actually. Wait, no, Spider and Failure was also D tier. Okay, second D tier. Just not applicable, would weird me out.
You learn beautifully. You may be my ideal student, my inspiration, a gift to science. I think you are a perfect masochist.
I feel like for some people, hearing this line in literally any situation or context would really turn them on in that moment. It would be irresistible to them. So I think that for a lot of, I don't know if a lot, I feel like if you are into that, then this is perfect. So that's why I'm thinking to put it in S tier. A Gift to Science, I guess that one line is a little bit off. We'll see how I feel in a bit.
You're special. Nobody else is operating on your level, and I have special things planned for you. Keep going.
Okay, I think I accidentally skipped down a line, but this one's S tier. This is really good. Calling me special. As we know from the Deadlock ones, special is a really good word to throw in for praise. That is just a top tier like praise word. Saying that no one else is like me. And an important part is the keep going at the end. That that's a good one. Just adding the keep going. So the student part could be taken in like a strange way if people aren't into those types of power dynamics. But I feel like if you are already getting turned on by him saying that you learn beautifully and that you are a masochist, then I don't think you would mind that. Or if anything, that would elevate the experience for you. This is like the same thing as this one. Wait. I started talking about the other one again. I did say we will see how I feel in a second. Okay, I'm thinking back to it. I think this one is S tier. Okay, let's actually now continue on.
I know a teacher isn't supposed to love a student, but I can't help myself. You're wonderful.
That one just makes me feel a bit weird. I would hope that it makes a good amount of people also feel weird. So I think that one is going to go in D tier.
You're special. Nobody else is operating on your level, and I have special things planned for you. Keep going.
Thing is, it brings in the factor of other people. That's what I don't like, and I'm pretty unsure about. Being compared to other people, saying that other people have or are currently getting this experience. That's not too great. I'm going to say B tier for this one.
You make this look easy. You inspire me. With partners like you, I can just pile on the sadism, the abuse. You're beautiful. I'm going to shower you in humiliation and contempt.
This one's pretty good. Once again, it is bringing in the factor of other people, but you're not really being compared to the other one. If that makes any sense at all. And this actually could be, with partners like you, actually could be interpreted not as him having multiple partners currently, um just like as a generalized statement, I guess. I'm gonna say A tier for this one.
Perfect. You're the engine of the future. I fill you with pain and humiliation, and you burn with obedience and prosperity. Every day is tomorrow.
There's some really good parts here, but there's some also awkward or bad ones. If it was just perfect, I'll fill you with pain and humiliation, and you'll burn with obedience and prosperity. That's a good one. Really good one, actually. But you're the angel of the future. Every day is tomorrow. Those kind of make the situation it just kind of redirects the situation or the context of what this could be said in. So I think this one, I don't know, because the thing is, yes, it redirects the situation, makes it feel less sexual in a way, but the main part of it is just so intense to where I think, in a way, it kind of makes up for it. Just the engine of the future, that's the one part that's throwing me off. If it was just the every day is tomorrow, then I think I could let that slide and give it an A, but the engine of the future, I think that's just so out of context and would make me and in general make you like stop and think, derail your train of thought. So I think this is going to be B tier.
Excellent work. They say you hurt the ones you love. I hope you know it works the other way, too.
That's a good one. The reason why I did specify, at least in the title, I don't remember what I said 19 minutes ago, but I did choose to specify that it wouldn't just be praise voice lines, because then, I mean, as you get below maybe even just A plus tier, that's when it stops becoming praise. So this is just, I mean, as the title said, which ones just turn you on, turn me on the most. I think this is a good one. I think it could work in that situation really, really well. And even if me and him weren't already in bed together, he's already saying that he loves me. I think this one is an A tier. Or S tier? Is that what I meant to say? Yes, S tier. S tier. Especially because this could be taken in like an aftercare situation. First of all, telling me that I did do good, and then I'm saying in this situation where this would be said, things might have gone a little heavy. We're probably rating a little high on the BDSM like test. So this is reassuring you that it was done out of love. Wasn't just hurting you to hurt you. It wasn't coming from a negative place. So S tier.
You're making so much progress. Can you feel it? Can you feel yourself changing?
This is a pretty good one. I do like just the simple 4 words of can you feel it? I can't think of the words right now to explain. I don't want to sit here in silence for more seconds like I have already, trying to find the right words. S tier. For sure, this is a good one.
Yes, a wonderful performance, willing to thrust your hand into the fire. Suffering is the cornerstone of greatness.
I think this one's going to be B tier. Yes, a wonderful performance. A bit strange. It feels kind of degrading and not in a good way to call like sexual actions a performance. So that's already a bit strange. So I actually do think this is C tier now that I've said that. Willing to thrust your hand into the fire doesn't make sense. Suffering is the cornerstone of greatness. Whatever. I think this one's C tier.
A heroic effort, just shy of perfection. I knew when we chose you that you would be a star pupil. You're learning so much.
This one's again mostly strange. First of all, you're degrading me saying I'm not perfect, but that's alright. You kind of let me know that I have things to work on. Maybe you're willing to help me work on that too. I knew when we chose you, I mean, the inclusion of we, not great for me, but who knows? There might be some other people watching this video. Um, but a star pupil, I don't know, it's just a bit strange and you're learning so much. I do like that last part, but overall, it's kind of weird. I'm going to say C tier for this one.
Every trial is an evaluation and a prize in the same moment. A performance this good is its own reward. Treasure it, and you're welcome.
So this falls into the category of not applicable, or if it did happen in the situation, it would make me stop. So D tier.
You're doing the work. You're letting the fear feed you. I knew you deserved my love. Maybe now you know it too.
This is really good. I just hate this middle part. You're letting the fear feed you. I'm a little upset with him putting that in there. I mean, if I was a regent though, if I was a regent, then I actually would. I wouldn't mind that, but we're not playing along with lore accurate if I was a regent right now. So I think this is A tier because there's just that one part that kind of ruins it. I mean, unless you're in a situation where you enjoy feeling scared or afraid. But I think I'm going to place this one at A tier. If I was doing A plus, I would do that, but I'm not, so I'm going to say A tier.
Phenomenal. I barely recognize the pitiful, broken human garbage that crawled into this facility. You are getting better.
D tier, strange, not applicable. You guys know the drill. I think I can just say D tier by now.
So slightly shy of perfection. Those tiny mistakes, like the crackler on the surface of a Vermeer, only highlighting your beauty. You grow stronger every day.
I'm conflicted between C and D tier, to be honest with you guys. I think D tier. I'm cool with going with that.
Good. Almost good enough. Is that your ambition? Are you striving for almost good enough? The therapy only gives back what you put into it.
So if it didn't have the last sentence, I don't think the first part would actually be bad. If it didn't have the last sentence, I don't think this line would be bad. Because I mean, yes, it's degrading in a way, but it's degrading, kind of telling you to do better, do more work, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that could fit in pretty well. But including the therapy only gives back what you put into it, that's a bit strange if this is being if this is being said in a sexual context in a therapy situation. And then even if this wasn't a therapy situation, it would be weird to mention therapy. And this could, if you kind of had like a shitty therapist, like I could imagine them saying this to you. So D tier.
Good.
Wrong one.
A decent performance. I said jump, and you jumped. But what I need is somebody who, when I say jump, says, how high? Can you be my how high?
Remember when he called me his little how high? I'm stuck between C and D. I think I'm going to say D tier for this one.
An adequate performance. That's how 99% of the world gets by. It's the mediocrity by which we'll all end up drowning in a bloody sewer. But I'm glad you tried. I am.
Whatever. Passive aggressive much. I feel like this is too passive aggressive, to where it leads on to like a negative type of degrading. Passive aggressive could be used in a bratty way, but I don't think that's what's happening here. And then also society drowning in a bloody sewer, bit strange to throw in, so I'm gonna say D tier.
Does anybody ever write down in the history books, such and such almost tried their best, and almost achieved something great? I'm trying to make you a miracle. It's not something we can achieve with half measures.
D tier, degrading, not in the good way.
Good. Not great. Is that the future we're trying to make? I need you to join me in the miracle.
So I think if I was in one of those cults where the cult leaders kind of just get in it with everybody and you were a little brainwashed, this one would actually be really good in this specific context. This could be like one of the best things for them to say to you. I think B tier because of that. I think B tier.
You're making progress, but slowly. You need to try harder. You have to shock yourself out of the comforts and lazy assumptions. Accept the therapy. I need you to want to change.
Um, Similar stuff to this first one, so D tier.
I feel like I'm looking at a Michelangelo, still trapped in its block of marble. You have to help me shape you. You have to want to be free.
D tier. I'm gonna give for this one.
Grade B. Passing. But if it was a steak, I wouldn't eat it. If it was milk, I wouldn't drink it. Are you happy with grade B?
I'm gonna say D tier for this one.
This does not correlate with your potential. You know you're special. Your performance should reflect that.
I mean, he's letting me know that I am special and that I do have the potential to be great. So this one, honestly, for grade C, it's not him very negative. It's kind of him pushing you to do better, and this is honestly pretty nice. Like, as nice as you could be in a way to where somebody did fail, did get a bad grade, didn't do great. I'm gonna go B tier with this one. I think it could fit into some positive degrading.
You don't love children for being perfect. You love them for trying so hard. But I need you to try a little harder.
D.
You can do better. If I'm going to sculpt you into a masterpiece, I need you hard enough to grind. Can you do that for me?
This is S tier. Saying once again, showing that he thinks I can do better. He believes in me, sculpting me into a masterpiece. Being malleable. That's pretty good. I need to be hard enough to grind. Yeah, you can make me more hard. Keep going. Just keep talking to me. Can you do that for me? That's a good type of praise, because that's kind of it's said in a semi having control over the situation type of way. This is an S tier one.
This whole experiment relies on your performance. I need you to be harder, less afraid. How do you expect to satisfy me with this flaccid effort?
So if you and Easterman were for the first time trying some really heavy BDSM, like not just rope play, but ropes that completely suspend you to the ceiling, maybe taking like a gag too or something, then I do think this one could be some good reassurance that is still pushing you. Because like the experiment, it could be like you guys are trying things out for the first time and just experimenting with what you want. He wants me to be harder. He knows that I'm flaccid, not because I'm not enjoying it or I'm not excited, but I'm just a little afraid in this situation. So I think this is some really good reassurance. If you guys were just experimenting with some stuff and Easterman knew that you were a little nervous beforehand. So this is an S tier voice line.
A passing effort. Accept the therapy. Internalize its lessons. Do better.
D tier, same as the other lines that mentioned therapy.
I see you doing the work. I know you're trying. But if we're going to change the world, we need to be making leaps.
I see you doing the work. I know you're trying. That's pretty good. Changing the world doesn't make much sense. I'm gonna say C tier for this one.
Middling. Slightly less than average. If this were Russia, I'd be grading you with a bullet.
B tier.
Mediocre. I hate that word. So flaccid, damp. A bruised word the texture of dog shit. Like you. Mediocre. Mediocre.
Oh my god, this video might get long. Should I, like, when my videos might get long like this, should I split them into multiple parts? What do you guys think? Because, like, if people only watch for, like, the first little bit, do you think they'll be more inclined to come back and finish the video? Or more inclined to, be like, oh, I'll just play the next one in the series? You know what I mean? Let me know if you made it this far.
Technically, that's progress.
I didn't rate that one. Oh yeah, this one. D tier. Okay, we're at the end. I'll do the imposter ones in another video. So yeah, let me know if I should split it up or do them all, because it might last like 40 minutes again.
Technically, that's progress.
I could see this working in some situations. I'm gonna say C tier though.
That was a minimally acceptable effort.
Once again, C tier leaning towards D tier, but it's not. It wouldn't be terrible for being degraded.
Even failure is an opportunity to learn.
He sounds so bratty in that line. What?
Even failure is an opportunity to learn.
D tier. Failure is just saying that nothing about it was good, and I think that's a bit too far for the degradation.
I was embarrassed just watching that. It must have been awful for you.
I think this one could be really good for degrading in terms of humiliation, being humiliated. Saying that he was watching you and he felt embarrassed. You weren't the only one humiliated. He felt embarrassed for you. He could tell that you were embarrassed. It must have been awful for you. It's so caring and sweet. I think this could be a good aftercare if for degrading or humiliation, like if getting really humiliated. I think it's pretty intense though for the type of humiliation that is. So I think I'm going to say B tier.
You could only have done worse by dying.
D tier? Very negative.
Return to the sleep room and try again.
D tier?
I kind of wish you had died. At least I wouldn't have to look at you anymore.
D tier?
I'm not angry. Just disappointed.
I could see this being D or C depending on what you guys have been doing together in the moment. I'm going to say D tier though, it feels a bit extreme.
You failed because you're a failure. I don't know why I even try.
D tier?
You have earned nothing. You have learned nothing.
It's good. I feel like just saying you have earned nothing in some cases, like if it was just you have earned nothing, I would say that could be C tier, but the you have learned nothing is just an imbalance, feels out of context, so I think I will have to go for D tier.
You have earned.
I'm so bad at clicking these next voice lines, guys.
Oh, if the drugs to restart your heart weren't so cheap, I wouldn't even bother.
D tier.
Now I know why society had no use for you.
D tier. I think once it gets to grade F, that's when it goes from the degrading could really elevate the situation, turn me on, make me really hard, to the degrading would make me really sad.
We scraped you up off the street. I tried to make you better. I guess there's no polishing a turd.
D tier. I'm seeing these three, they are just going to be D tier, but we're going to go ahead and listen to them anyways.
Mother used to say, you can't cure stupid. I should have listened. That was like watching Jesus die of dysentery on the way to the crucifixion. Pointless. Wasted. Humiliating.
So this first part, that was like watching Jesus die of dysentery on the way to the crucifixion. I remember it because I only play Venator and Deadlock. I can't play ranked guys. I only play Venator. I have like 80 wins on Venator, 40 on Lash, and then 8 on Billy. But so oh yeah, the first part, I feel like as Venator, there is going to be a time in a game where that would be applicable and funny to say as someone playing Venator. So I do remember. I try my best to remember that one. It hasn't happened yet since I've heard this voice line, but I feel like before I heard this voice line, because I only heard this voice line for the first time, I didn't even hear it. But no, anyways, so about yeah, like a week ago was the first time I heard this voice line because I'm really awesome and I'm good at the game. And so I don't usually get grade F. So I haven't heard most of these grade F ones. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but anyways, I was saying that to say that I feel like there have been times where I've been playing Venator where like it would have been good to say this, but I hadn't heard this voice line yet.
What am I teaching you? How to be dog food?
These are some pretty good voice lines by Easterman. I'm really excited for some of these imposter ones. This one's really good. Uh, let's just listen to it to get you guys excited. To get you guys, hot and bothered.
You did everything but fall on your own knife. I'm nauseous. I'm sad. I'm so fucking sad.
What a guy. All right. Oh, this was like, yeah. Please tell me if I should make these videos in parts once they get past like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Um, yeah, that's it. I haven't I haven't finished all of Outlast Trials, but I've been streaming it. And Ilya, she gets me all the time. She's my enemy. I've looked been considering like making some fan art of Lulia and Venator. I don't know. I feel like they could be cool together. I'm saying that because I just mentioned Deadlock. Actually, after this, I'm actually talking about Deadlock. I'm gonna draw a little animation of Mirage and Venator doing the jackpot pose. I'll put that in the outro for the next video. I would put that in the outro for this video, but then it would take me a long time to release this video, and then maybe I would forget about the video. Anyways. Alright. Next one. For the imposter. God, I'm so awkward. I should end the video. Bye.